Year with God, day 74. The reading for today was out of Numbers chapter 5, verses 5 through 8, where Moses is laying down some law, the law. God is speaking to Moses, and he says, when somebody sins against somebody else, wrongs another person, that person is guilty, shall confess their sin, and shall make restitution for their sin. And so in the commentary reading, the emphasis is on restitution. They quote from Dallas Willard in his book, The Spirit of the Disciplines. And in this he makes a statement that not all sin requires restitution, but it's kind of unthinkable as a Christian for me to gossip about somebody or hurt someone's reputation or something like that, and not try to make restitution for that, not try to make up for it, not try to put things right. And the emphasis is kind of on using restitution as a way of establishing new, as they refer to it, new holy habits and breaking away from the habits they had before, which was all well and good. The thing that stood out to me the most, though, was something in the text that they didn't address. I'll read it to you here. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the Israelites. When a man or a woman wrongs another, breaking faith with the Lord, that person incurs guilt." And the thing that really struck me there was the idea of breaking faith with the Lord. When a man or a woman wrongs another person, that itself is an issue of breaking faith with God. It reminds me of Joseph, when Joseph is being tempted by Potiphar's wife. And he says, how can I do such a sin against God? David, I think at some point, talks about when he has wronged somebody else, it being a sin against God. And the idea here in all three of these is that when we wrong another person, we're actually sinning against God. And that it's not just the other person who suffers the consequences of that. It's God and our relationship with Him as well. So that's what really stood out to me in the reading for day 74.